Super Chapter still on hold from 4th, and Hard 7 still the back marker. They're past 5/8, less than 3/8 of a mile to go, and Variegated is still the one. Happy Jack B is right there in the pocket in second. Here's Super Chapter trotting up on the outside, now third, passing by Chat Room, and looking to march towards the top as they approach 3/4. It's Variegated in front, but the stablemate, Super Chapter, is bearing down on the outside. 3/4 was 1:26 and 3. Variegated is in front, Super Chapter on the outside within a length now. Third at the inside is Happy Jack B as they come to the top of the stretch and turn for home. And as they do so, it's Variegated in front, but on the outside, here's Super Chapter with big strides on the outside, and it is Super Chapter who hits the front. Super Chapter wins the MGM Yonkers Trot Final, and we'll turn the page to the Hambletonian next.
Super Chapter in for that two-hole ride. Titans in for Jingra under a tight rein. Nordic Catcher is third at this point, a gap of 3-4 to Meshuggah fourth and staying in. Maryland gets underway uncovered on the outside. Emoticon Legacy to follow him past the half. And then it's Maximus Miris at the rear of the field with Gap Kronos. Gap Kronos is followed by Green Ma and Blank stride for stride with that one. The half 54 and 2. So they try to close in on Go Doggo dictating his terms here. Nordic Catcher from off the pace for Åke Svanstedt on the outside, first over and challenging. As they head to 3/4, Go Doggo and Nordic Catcher applying serious pressure on the outside. It's Super Chapter who's locked in the box for now. Well-positioned Maryland second over and fourth. Meshuggah on the inside fifth. Emoticon Legacy on the outside sixth. They take them by 3/4, and it's Go Doggo in front. Nordic Catcher is relentless on the outside. Super Chapter needs racing room. Had a perfect trip. 1:22 and 4 for 3/4 in the stretch of the Hambletonian. Nordic Catcher steamrolls first over, takes the lead. Super Chapter shakes loose late on the outside into second. Late trot from Maryland, but it's Nordic Catcher. Åke Svanstedt wins one for the boss. Nordic Catcher, then Super Chapter, then close Maryland. Or Gap Kronos 150 flat. A stakes record in the Hambletonian.
It's a length now for Emoticon Legacy over Super Chapter. On the inside third, still on a jet plane. Gap Kronos fourth, still nothing materializing on the outside. Greenmont is fifth. Meshuggah tries the outside, but he's sixth, about 10.5 away. Then the fix is in, and still at the back, Top Gun Hanover. Nothing has changed on the front end. Still Emoticon Legacy by a length over Super Chapter. 3/4, 123 and 1, 27 and 3, third panel. Emoticon Legacy, Wah still not asking, and now here comes out of the pocket there, Super Chapter. Further back to on a jet plane and Gap Kronos. Top of the stretch, Super Chapter looming large on the outside. Emoticon Legacy kind of digging his heels on the inside. Emoticon Legacy still a slight lead. Super Chapter still coming. Emoticon Legacy and Super Chapter. It's tight. It's Super Chapter barely for Dexter Dunn in the Beal. Emoticon Legacy, everything but just couldn't hold him off at the end. Much further back on a jet plane, third. Gap Kronos fourth. Super Chapter in 150 flat. That is a new world record.
Super Chapter continues wide there in second as Meshuggah came out close in the third spot. Emoticon Legacy is still pressing out of the outside of fourth. Go Dog Go, well situated early. He came out trotting in fifth. On a jet plane is next sixth. Maryland from the second tier away seventh. The opening quarter was 27 and 1. Variegated following with two clear of Gap Kronos, and at the back, Mount Castle. They battle across the backstretch. Emoticon Legacy trying to outfoot the Super Chapter, and these two had a duel across the backstretch. Emoticon Legacy trying to power on and take over, but he was left out a long way. Super Chapter released. He'll now track in second with Happy Jack B at a big price. Looping off the top pair third. Meshuggah's fourth, a half up 53 and 3. 26 and 2 in that second quarter. Go Dog Go starts to advance wide down the outside from fifth. On a jet plane will grab that cover second over as Variegated saves ground out at the inside. Maryland's up third over in the flow in front of Mount Castle. Gap Kronos has been shuffled out last. A torrid tempo around the far turn. Emoticon Legacy continues to front the field. Go Dog Go is up on the outside now, second to apply pressure to the leader. Super Chapter needs a place to race. 3/4 in 121 and 4. Top of the stretch in the Kentucky Futurity. A hard-used Emoticon Legacy still on top. Go Dog Go bears down to the center. Super Chapter still looking for racing room. As they move through the stretch, it's Maryland who begins to sprint down the center. Emoticon Legacy hanging in. Super Chapter inching in. Maryland's up on the outside. Emoticon Legacy. Emoticon Legacy close to home. Emoticon Legacy wins the Kentucky Futurity in 1:49.2, just 1/5 off the world record. Maryland rallied for second. Super Chapter finished third.
Super Chapter on the move out of fourth. First up for Dunn. Maryland to follow him. Second over to the inside is Meshuggah. Third over, Happy Jack B. Fourth over is Chimpanzee Dancer. Inside for McNair with Greenma and Montserrat the trailer. Half was reached in 55-1. Emoticon Legacy heading into this turn. He leads it about a length now on Super Chapter, who's on the attack. And with 3/8 to go, it's Emoticon Legacy and Super Chapter set to duel to 3/4. And Go Dog Go in behind this pair third and beginning to angle in front of Maryland, who gaps his cover. Inside fifth for Mr. Mouton, swinging wide on the last turn is Chimpanzee Dancer. 1:22 and 1 to 3/4. And Super Chapter taking over the lead from Emoticon Legacy, and he tries to get the jump on Go Dog Go, closes at him. Meshuggah up the inside. In behind them, Mr. Mouton. Greenma with some late trot as well. Super Chapter holding on to a lead with Meshuggah closing quickly up the inside. It's 62-1, and Meshuggah and the money man Scott Zeron capture the Breeders' Crown final for the 3-0 Colton Geldings in 150-1. That's a new stakes record.